the cords. That's my chore. So I apologize if you were on YouTube. We are back. My name is Dory Jo Stowell on Prairie Scraps. I'm both YouTube and Facebook, and I apologize if you came in and I left. It was not intentional. I accidentally hit the button. I didn't mean to, honest. So what are the primary colors? Yellow, green, and red. Am I right? I was thinking about doing, this is the transfer that is my inspiration today. It is the alphabet in American Sign Language. It's called the ASL alphabet transfer. And so I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for my grandbabies, and I thought I'd do a picture. Honestly, the easiest way to do it would be on this out of the box frame. Totally, you can take it out and do the second side. There's two sides to it. I totally would suggest that. I am not, however, going to do that because I want to do this and then put it in like a Dollar Tree frame, a cheapy frame that's plastic, because I want my daughter to be, or the other thing you could do is laminate it. And the reason I want to do that is because I think that it would be really cute way for them to learn sign language as they're growing up. I homeschool my kids, and my daughter, I'm pretty sure my daughter and son-in-law are planning on homeschooling their kids. And she is my granddaughter, and I'm not just saying this because I'm partial, but I am very partial. She's very cute. That's the partial part. Okay, red, green. I don't have like a bright green color, so I'm just going to have to do what I can do, right? I've got this pesto, which is very pretty. I've also got, I think this one's brighter, so I'll do that one. And then, is it red? What is it? Blue? No, it is blue, isn't it? Blue, yellow, red. I don't need green. Good thing, because I don't have the bright green. So red, blue, and yellow, right? Find us a red. These are all my chalk pastes. They are kind of organized, even though I kind of am shuffling through things here. Oh, cherry, or I think we're going to go candy apple red. I like it. It's just a good one. I've been using that one lately, huh? All right. So there we go. Ugh. I got myself boxed in here pretty tightly. You know, I've got a whole bench. I'm in the Airstream. Got a whole bench here that I sit on, kind of have my setup all ready to go. So, so the three colors I'm going to do is Shimmer Moonlight. Hopefully we've got enough of that. I'm not even sure if it's available. And then Candy Apple Red, and our new pucker, which is part of the color of the month. So if you want more information about that, because it's gorgeous, we will be talking about that a little bit. But it is red. Why can't primary colors? What are primary colors? That's my, I don't know why I don't know that, right? Anyway, we're going to make quick. So I want to put this into a frame. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some of our chalk suede paper. The great thing about this chalk, and I got it dirty here, which is fine. The great thing about our chalk suede paper is that it is somewhat erasable. It's like the red is probably going to stain it, but you could, if you can make a little boo-boo, you can go ahead and erase it by using a little bit of water. So we're just going to lay this whole thing down. You could cut these out individually and spell names if you wanted. But for this time around, I'm going to leave it whole and try not to get the little squares. That's what I'm going to work on doing. So we are just going to be very careful and do what we can to make a nice, oh, we're going to have to, this is the first time I've used this. I was so inspired by this. I had to get it right away. This is one of my favorite transfers that came out. Not this last one, but the one before, 2 times ago in the launch. And I'm just going to fuzz it. So I will put you down a little bit so you can see. Apologize. Ooh, we've got some sun. There we go. That helps. All right. That kind of was sit in my little, as my when a coach was saying today, she goes, sit in your little cave. And I'm like, yes, my little cave. All right. What fuzzing does is just makes it a little less sticky. So when you peel it off, especially like on paper or glass or a really smooth surface, it just makes it easier to get off without wrecking the transfer. You don't want it, you want it to stick, but not too hard. So that's what we're going to do. It's just a basic, put that down, and we're going to start out by putting these on. So I thought it would be fun either to laminate this or, like I said, put it into a plastic frame from Dollar Tree, because she's 2. So, and he's 1. So they're gonna, you know, have lots of years of wreckage on this. If you want to, that's what I'm going to call it, wreckage, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down. I'm going to try to center it because, and like to one, not center, but center it to one side, kind of around the edges, because if I need an edge for putting into a frame, I've got it, and I can cut this edge whatever size I want. Or I could cut around and I'm not going to have a huge amount of waste. So I'm just going to start out, and I think I'm just going to do one color at a time. You could do color, but I'm just going to start with one color and go around, and then we'll keep going. All right, so candy apple red it is, and we're going to use this little tool. I love this tool. You can use either side. This one kind of works more like, I don't know, you could use either side. I like the straight on because it's kind of like using a paintbrush without having to paint. I don't know about you guys. Can you tell me, are you a painter or can you draw? I cannot. If you cannot draw, this is perfect for you because you don't have to stay in the lines. I'm staying a little bit in the lines because I don't want that outside line on, but we're going to do an A here, and I'm just going to go every 3 and do red. So, and I can't leave it, you know, the whole time. 1, 2, 3. I can count though, right? Even my granddaughter maybe could do a better job of this. I'm going to have to do a little bit of focus here, folks. So if I kind of jump around in topics, it's because I'm counting. 1, 2, 3. And I tell you what, when I do music, counting to 3 is very difficult. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then G is going to be the next. This is G right here. So I'm just doing every 3rd one, and I'm going to do the first 2 rows, I think, and then we'll peel to reveal because I don't want it to dry up in here too much. If you let 1, 2, 3 and J, if you let it dry too much, it will stick to the transfer when you peel it back, and then it will have like little spots where it looks like you didn't get it on there. And so that's why you want to go sort of quick. All right, hopefully we didn't do any lines. And we'll show you how this looks. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside, and we will peel this to reveal it so that it has a chance to get out of the transfer. These are such cute ideas. You could spell out names for baby or kids' bedrooms. There's A, there's D, and there is G and J. Let me show you. Her 2nd birthday party is coming up, and I maybe have too many presents for her. Anyway, I kind of thought this would be for the kids in general because I wanted to share. Aren't those just great details? I just love this. Even if you're not like deaf or anything, I think this is a great thing to teach kids. So 1, 2, 3, we're on this one, the M. Also, it's kind of fun to like, it's sort of like seeing your name in another language. It really is. To see your name in that, how fun is that? You can make your kids' names in there. 1, 2, down here to P. This is going quicker than I thought, so that's good. That's good. This is such a fun activity. And you could do this with your kids. They could totally do it. Do the hot mess and let them do the squares. It's totally fine. 1, 2, S. Or let them, you know, do their name, and that would be a great way to teach them their alphabet. Or you could also make some cards, some note, you know, like little card, because our chalk paste is not going to be permanent. It is water based. So touching it with your fingers and stuff is going to take it off. All right. So I'm going to take those 2 back, those 3, I think, 3 back. All right. Just carefully, slow. Isn't that pretty? It's actually very pretty. There's the M and the P and the S. Aren't those beautiful? I just love them. And when I put it back down, I'm not going to stick it down real hard because I don't want it to come off. Isn't that beautiful? So nice. Trying not to get my fingers in it. No grandma's fingerprints on it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we're doing V. This last line I'll probably peel from this angle and stick down the other part of it so it'll stay. And we're just doing that so that in between, you know, we don't want it to dry in the transfer really hard. 1, 2, 3, the Y. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love candy apple red. It is such a nice color. We have another color, it's cherry. It's like just a little bit deeper, which I have to say I like the cherry more for like 4th of July, but you know, I could be lying. I may be lying. I like them all. I like all the colors. So hello, who has joined us? Say hello to me so that helps me out. This is my small business and I just like to share all the crafty things I'm doing and trying to do. And oh, today was Earth Day. Today was Earth Day, and I was at my question of the day. I try to ask a question every morning. I love it if you go in and just answer my question. It doesn't have to be deeply thought or whatever. And I try to go back and read everybody's response in the next day or so. And even more, if it pops up in my feed, I will answer again. But I just love it. But today is Earth Day, and I was trying to ask what kinds of things do you do to reuse, recycle, repurpose? And I just love taking old things and reusing them. Okay, we're going to do the Y and the V here quickly and not tear off the whole thing. Just give it a little opportunity here to get exposed. There it is. Aren't those cute? It's got the little letter way up on one corner. It's on the right-hand corner, so you know what letter it is. Okay, we are finished with red, and all I'm going to do is take my wipe and just wipe this off clean, and then we'll go on to the next one. So I think I'm going to use the pucker. That is our new color of the month. I'm so excited to use it. It's a beautiful, beautiful yellow color pucker. And you get this with a purchase. So if you want more details about the pucker, just go ahead and put COM to get yours. And they are limited. So if it's the color you like, hurry up. I think it's still there. All right. So this is brand new. It's just opening up. I'm just going to get as much of that back into the jar. Most of your projects are going to not use very much. Oops, don't put it in the wrong place. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to wipe my hands before I get pucker everywhere. But it is gorgeous. It's got just like a shimmer in there. I love, do you see the shimmers in there? Sometimes shimmers will sell, so you just want to do a little bit of mix up before you start. Make sure you get it all mixed up good. And this tool works good for that too. You can mix with it. It's a little stiffer even than our... So we're going to get this B down. And now I don't have to count because I can go to the right of the red every time, right? Right. Go to the right. Haha. So we did our homeschooling today. What else did I do? The girls had school today. That was fun. Just rehashing my day, I guess. we're getting ready, getting everything ready for, well, Wednesday. We have lots of princess things going on. If you guys hadn't noticed, my life has been a little busy with princess things. We had another volunteer 4-H party on Saturday that we did. And then Wednesday, the girls are taking their pictures for the newspaper and for all the publications. So I have to finish dress tonight. I should have had it done by now, but I've been putzing. I'm a procrastinator. I'm not going to lie, but I like to know when the deadline is, and I just really have kind of been ignoring it. So Wednesday is the deadline. So we're getting ready for that, getting all her clothes. Ooh, I better peel to reveal because we're getting a lot on here. All right. Oh my gosh. I love that shimmer in there. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Did I do that right? Oh, I thought it was all on the right-hand side, but they're not. They're kind of spaced out differently. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Whew, is that beautiful? Look at that. Can you see that shimmer? I don't know if you can see it, but it is shimmery. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. So pretty. So pretty. And bright and fun. This way they can, whatever they decide to do for their schooling or whatever, even preschool. So anyway, my daughter has been doing, the other thing I thought of to do with this was I'm a homeschooler at heart, right? And when I was homeschooling my older kids, I always had toddlers and babies. So I had to keep them busy. And I had toddler busy bags going all the time. Oops, I need the N. That didn't go down right. All right. Take that back to here. This one. And this one. And then this one. And so I used to make these busy bags. And so my toddlers would sit on the floor right in front of our school area so they could hear the books. They weren't necessarily listening because toddlers, they don't listen very much. Not unless you're, calling them out. That's the only time they listen. So I would make these toddler bags with little activities that were educational in nature. And so every day they would get their school bag, and I would put that school bag together each morning and stick like 5 different of their school assignments. And they were like Ziploc bags, and each one had like a different activity. Like some of them are sorting colors, like they might pick up pom-poms and sort the colors of the pom-poms. Or one I remember one was a plate with nuts and bolts on it, and they would unscrew and screw up, try to find the ends to the nuts and bolts that go together. So fine motor skills and matching skills and some math, like some would be like draw their letters, just all kinds of things. So that's what funny enough, I have a big enough span between my kids that my older kids, I didn't use them much until my older kids were older than toddler. But I did make them some older kids bags. So I would do like geography or their, science is a great one with the body parts. They would have to pin the little title on the body parts. That would be another one. So just all kind, that's what I used to do for the kids. So just depending, whoever was not actually sitting and reading and listening with me and doing homework with me had their own little self-taught homework type of things. Some of them were like a timeline on a rope, and they had to use clothespins and put their, boy, that Z is kind of light. I think I'm going to do it again. Just sometimes with the shimmer, you have to go over them a little bit because the little glitter pieces don't always go through as well. I don't know if I helped that or not. All right. Hold her down. How far did I go, you guys? This one too? I don't know. Okay. There we go. We're getting there. Oh my gosh, that shimmer is just that is that pucker. That is the color of the month. And it would be beautiful on this month's club project, which is a lemon. If you like lemons, put down lemon down below and I will get with you about that project because you will not want to miss out. Okay, I'm just going to go with this bottom portion here again, just since I'm working on the bottom. Well, I shouldn't. It doesn't really matter at this point, but I'm going to just go ahead and do the bottom. All right, so washing the tool again. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. So that's what I did. So I would have all these different things. So I was thinking this would make a great busy bag for toddlers or, early and elementary kids. And you could do do a puzzle, like, you know what I mean? Laminate laminate it out and then cut it up into pieces, or cut them into pieces and then laminate it, depending. You probably need a little bit of space so the lamination stays together. All right. So that is what you could do with this too. I had thought that would be a fantastic way to use it. All right, we're coming back to the tool. Oh, get all the yellow off, the pucker off. Trying to get off my fingers too here. So anyway, that was my idea, and I thought I would kind of shoot this over to my grandbaby. Oh, and my grandbaby does her own chalk-in. She's been making her own birthday decorations with the dinosaur. I sent my dinosaur kit over, and she did her own, which I thought was very precious. So cool. All right, I'm going to do these bottom ones, right? Start from the top, maybe. So this is, I'm really liking this one lately because it looks like navy. Shimmer Moonlight, and it's also got the shimmers in it. I guess I could have used Crimson, which also has shimmers in it. Oops, I am getting my fingers in everything here. It's a little on the thick side, but I'm going to go with it. Just being careful. Doing the L. We often, in our family, I taught my kids like basic manners by sign language when they were little. Like, please, thank you, milk, when they wanted to eat. So infants can do sign language, but they don't necessarily have the words for it. So try to encourage toddlers. Boy, this is like the parenting skills 101 today. But I know a little bit about, a few songs in sign language. I've done sign language choir. I definitely know the ABCs. I learned those in, I don't know, high school maybe. We had a deaf kid in high school. My brother knows all this, swear words, I think. He worked at McDonald's with him. And so, I don't know, how do boys, they're tickled with themselves when they learn the swear words, right? So I think my brother knows all the, besides the common one that we all know when you tell people you don't like them on the road, right? I think he knew a lot more. I didn't know what they were, so he had his own secret language, and it wasn't nice. That's what happens when you're a teenager, but I'm sure he's over that stage. So we're just going to get that moon. Oh, we're not done with that. Sorry. I need a new wipe. I'm just going to get this off here. Oh, wow. Doesn't that look beautiful? Cute. So cute, isn't it? Love it. You could do whole sayings. You could do your last name. How fun. You could do it. It wouldn't have to be in you could use any colors. So match your, household colors. I don't know why I washed that off. That was a mess. Because I still need it for the top. You could do so many things with this. You could, you know what would be really fun is those little makeup cases you can get at, you know, any of the craft stores, putting people's names on it in sign language. That would be really cute. Give them a little pencil bag. Give kids a little pencil bag with their ASL name on it. All right. Just kind of sling that back there and get these to get down here. Oops, I still had blue and yellow on my fingers. Oh my goodness. Still dirty. Do you guys know any sign language? Like I said, we did all the basics with babies because they sure can pick up on them, especially if they want to eat. You teach them thank you and please and more and, you know, all those kind of basic signs. I learned that pretty early on. We had some kids that didn't speak right away. So you have to like teach them to have some skills, even though they're not speaking. Anyway, that was my theory on it. So that's what I did. We taught them a little bit of sign language. Oops, this does not have, has a little bubble. You want to make sure all the bubbles are out when you put them back down. But as you can see, I'm not like pressing down where I'm not going. And that keeps it from pulling up what I put down. But guys, I'm so far so good. I'm doing pretty good staying in the lines without hitting those lines. You could do the lines. It's totally fine. This would look pretty cool doing it in the hot mess where you just kind of put the colors down and then take the squeegee over it. That would look really cute too, and it would have the squares. But I don't want to do the squares. Oh, so I was thinking like for a busy bag, you could do this and laminate the whole thing and then do it and cut them out and make little cards, and then they have to match it up, and or just in general make a little puzzle that they put together the ABCs, or put one long ABCs across the floor with them, whatever. Just so many ideas. I think I'm excited. I hope my daughter, I'm sure my daughter will. I remember being with, I didn't have toddlers that close together. I'm just going to put that there. And then I'm putting this back in the backing. I'll take this into the kitchen and wash it off with just room temperature water, and use one of our board erasers to get it off on both sides. You just want to get the screen. Red and blue are going to stain the transfer, but that's okay. As long as you get out what's in the screen, you'll be good to go. So red is definitely got a lot of pigment in it. All right, that is it. That is our finished product. And like I said, haven't quite decided even what frame to use yet. I probably just run to Dollar Tree at some point and find a cheap frame, because I want to get one of the plastic ones, not a glass one. But you could very easily use our out of the box frame. Wouldn't this be just as cute? This comes out so you can change it out, and you could do that on one side and do something else, spell something, put a scripture, putting a short scripture. But this out of the box frame, and then you could change them out as well. So you can seasonally change them out, whatever you want to do. But I just think this is gorgeous. Thank you so much. If you came in here, like I said, make sure that you say hello and tell me that you were watching on the replay. If you did that, I appreciate you coming here, because, you know, you are the reason I'm here. Just trying to share some ideas. Gave you lots of parenting advice. So if you know some young parents that are looking for some ideas for busy bags, please pass this video along and share with them. I would love, and if you have any questions, or you are a mom of small children, I would love to tell you more ideas about busy bags. I could probably even send you some links to some of the bags that I have done. So thanks so much for joining. I hope you have a very blessed evening, and keep on crafting.